What is my number one tip for the verbal reasoning section of the Victorian Selective Entry Exam? Well, the key thing is for so many questions on this section of the exam, vocab is crucial. If you have a really strong vocab, if you've learnt a lot of words and you know what they mean and you know how to use them, it's going to give you a huge advantage because there's a lot of questions that are directly testing your vocab skills, but there's also a lot of questions that are indirectly testing it. And so I'd really recommend for verbal reasoning, if you have a bit of time, focus on boosting your vocab skills. Now, there's quite a few ways you can do this. Really, the simplest way, it always boils down to creating a personal vocab list. And so what this means is whenever you see a word that you do not know, it's new for you, you write it down in that vocab list with the definition, and then you can revise that list over time. And so that means if you're spending a little bit of time reading, for example, I'd recommend reading maybe 10, 15 minutes a day. You're generally always going to pick up some new words that you can add to your vocab list. Likewise, if you purchase a book with a lot of strong words in it, for example, there's a book called 1,100 Words You Need to Know. There's a lot of really good pieces of vocab in that book. You can read through that book, you can find words you don't know, add them to your vocab list. Same thing if you're doing mock exams, if you're doing practice questions, you're probably going to see words that you don't know as well, and you can add them to that vocab list. And over time, over the course of a few weeks or a few months, that list is going to grow to a few hundred, maybe even a few thousand words that you've now learnt that are going to, if they come up on the exam, going to give you a big advantage. And so number one tip for the verbal reasoning section of the exam, vocab is crucial. Spending the time to build a vocab list is definitely worthwhile and will have a huge impact on your performance, not just on this section, but also on reading comprehension as well.